This is our interview to inspire people to experience your magic. And it's
Woo!
ready to come through, Anna. And it's beautiful that, there's a space I'm really honored that I have a space for you to do that, to share that with other people. So that's really awesome.
Thank you so
Um, so it's time. And so welcome everybody. This is Double the Love Foundation's online community clinic. And this is my 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to provide affordable sonic and holistic care to those in need. All our sessions are sliding scale. Each month, yours truly offers a sonic acupuncture session so you can experience the magic of that medicine. And I also host and feature other practitioners, so you get to experience all the other beautiful modalities that are out there and maybe find a practitioner that you resonate with and want to continue on with that person even further. We've had nutrition for menopause, we've had relaxation, we've had trance healing, had a lot of really amazing people share their gifts and medicine with you. And today I'm so honored and blessed to introduce to you Anna. You can say her last name because I always want to say it wrong.
Sure, it's okay. Ana Lovelis.
Loveless. Oh no, I didn't want to say it wrong. Okay, I want to say, I always think I'm going to say it wrong. So Anna Lovelis, I should know your last name because I've known you for several years now.
It's okay. So many people I know for years and years say, "Hey, Lovelis," and I'm like, "It's okay. I take
Lovelis.
it all."
But Lovelis, or it sounds like Greek almost,
Yeah, Lovelis, exactly. Yeah.
right? Okay, Loveless. It makes sense, Loveless. Yes, and so Anna is going to be sharing her medicine with you this month, and I'm very excited for you to introduce you to her. So Anna, just kind of, how are
Sure.
you? How are you?
Yes.
Where are you?
Everything
How are you?
everything is awesome. Thank you so much for having me, Bria. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share all of the little things that I've learned over the years. And thank you for creating this forum for people to come and to be able to learn and change their lives and move all the different energies that they need. You're such a blessing to so many people. I've learned so much from you. So you are one of my greatest teachers.
Thank you. Thank you. One of the things I love that they will soon learn is, I'm obviously a sound healer and Anna's also an amazing sound healer. So we really share that chemistry. And I love when she shares her sound tools because we have different tools that we use because we use our tools in unique ways. And so I would just love for you to share a little bit about your connection to sound, how you bring sound medicine to the people, a little bit about the tools that you use and how you use them.
Sure. Well, I started out in music in my life as a singer, songwriter, and performer. And it's a very troubled road, as many people in the entertainment business realize. And I was doing things that were kind of just breaking down my energy and not allowing me to live my full, authority and my full sovereignty. And as I was searching for things that would help me to heal, I realized that I had this complete background in music and I was using it more in my insecurities at the time when I was a child and trying to heal that mother and father womb. And then when I kind of got into the healing arts, I realized like, oh my God, I have my voice. The first thing that is just always vibrating and always creating sound and always creating music. And I just started being attracted to all these different instruments. And even when I found you and you were doing sound alchemy, I was so the dogs,
I
their
know.
sound alchemy as well. They're always moving energy with their barks. But I found different voices in different instruments. And I found that like every time I found something that I was attracted to, it was needed for different parts of the body or different parts of healing. And each of I think even when I started collecting, now I'm like a collector. I have all these different odd instruments. I even go to people who make custom instruments and ask them to make like a one of a kind for me because I hear the voice and I can hear how it affects us and how it moves the cells and how it makes our bodies feel in line and balance and just kind of wakens all the light inside of us. So that's where the sound really came from and has brought me on the journey.
I love that. I love that. I completely resonate with, all that you're saying. And what's similar to your journey and mine is the fact that this began as like a really natural, organic, intuitive process, yet there was a need to understand what was happening and a need to learn more. And I know you've studied with some amazing teachers, and I would just love to have you share with people some of the teachers that have influenced your practice and your sessions, and what that might be like for other people.
Sure. So one of the biggest teachers that I learned from, and I took her certification course, was Donna Eden. She does the Eden method. She's been doing it for, I think, over 30 years. And it's all about the different energetic systems, like the aura and the chakra and the meridians. Many of it is based in, traditional Chinese medicine and kind of a more modern way of looking at it. But her daily energy routine is the thing that really helped me when I was at my sickest and when I was at my most depleted to get out of bed. And so I was bedridden and I was really sick for quite a while. And I was, when you're in bed and you can't do anything, you're just scrolling online all the time. And all of a sudden I saw this woman with so much energy and vitality. And I was like, how do I do that? So I started studying and taking her courses, and it literally changed my life. So I love to, after learning all those techniques and really studying and becoming so aware of how subtle energies are affected in our body, I love to share that information and those healing techniques with people.
I know it's almost like you can't hold yourself back because you're like, hey, I found this amazing thing and I want you to experience this amazing thing for yourself, come.
Right, right.
You don't know
Yeah.
what it is until you get there. You have no idea until you experience. It doesn't matter. This is one of the things that you and I talk about a lot. It's just very hard to find the language to communicate the level of transformation and work that happens in these sessions, because we're working with, the multidimensional aspects of self, the energy bodies, and all of that. And it's beyond language. And so we're trying to encapsulate it in ways that we can understand it, but it's really an experience. And so, yeah, you experience these amazing transformations like you did from, illness to health, which is incredible, right? And you want other people to do that because, as you probably know, like a healthy world is a peaceful world. That's one of, this is what it's about for me personally.
Yeah.
That's a powerful experience to have.
Yeah, I had an experience that was really interesting. In some of the techniques that I've learned, there's emotional freedom technique. I don't always do it with some people because they might be uncomfortable tapping themselves, but you can tap in the field. But this is a cute little healing story it just has stayed with me. It's like I carry it around in my heart. I used to be afraid to fly. I used to be afraid to get on airplanes. And so I was at an airport one time when I was traveling with my husband, and I was tapping away and this girl came up to me and she goes, excuse me, what are you doing? And I go, oh, I'm doing some energy medicine. She goes, oh, are you scared to fly too? And I was like, yes. And she was like, can we do it together? And here we are tapping in the airport together and doing little tapping points on the meridians. And the two of us are laughing and just having a blast, and the whole thing shifted, and we were both so confident to get on the air, to fly. And she was like, I can't believe we spent like 5 minutes together and it just changed everything. And that's it's like a little invisible pill that you can give yourself every day when you learn these things, to just change what's not working for you or to change where you're stuck. And I think it's like what you said, you just can't wait to share it. And I love giving people these little tools. It's like a little toolbox that you just keep putting little nuggets in that are ready to use at any time.
I love that. I love that so much. And I think that's one of the things that I continue to be amazed at, is it doesn't take much time to create massive change. It's the little things that you're doing, because, you might not see it right away, but that tiny subtle shift in your field can have massive impact on a collective global level, not just in your life. And so it might take time to see that unfold. And it's also magnetic. I mean, you would start attracting people like you did in the airport. They're naturally drawn to you, right? And so you're gonna draw more health, more vitality, all of these things. And that's one of the things I love about what you're offering this month, is that you're going to be showing people these simple ways that they can start incorporating it into their lives, because people, don't have the attention span, I don't think, anymore. And they need something very simple and something quick that's
Yeah.
dependable and reliable as results for that, right?
Yeah, so true, so true.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that story. We were talking later on about the power of the group and how being in a group energy is really healing. And this is what Anna had to say about it.
You know, I was thinking about another memory came. One time I was thinking about the fact of how we affect each other and don't even realize it. I remember during one of the sessions that I was doing with you online in a group, on your Wednesday group sessions, um, someone was, we were going around and talking about the things that we wanted to work on, you know, and somebody had said something. I think a few of us were really quiet because it was kind of like a more reserved day. And somebody had said, well, I want to work on, and then they went into it, X, Y, and Z, and then they apologized for it. And I always found that so interesting because immediately I said to the person, no, 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 don't apologize, because I couldn't I couldn't crystallize what was bothering me. I couldn't crystallize what I needed to work on, what was stuck. And you just said it, and I needed to hear that. It's almost like we don't realize how much we are a collective, and that when we work on our own energies and we work on them individually, daily and weekly and monthly, how we affect other people and how we're actually bringing up the energies of awareness so that other people can heal as well. I know a lot of musicians that I've worked with over the years that, if you say energy medicine or if you say sound alchemy, they're just like, they're not drawn to that, but all of a sudden they'll see something that I'm doing online, or they'll see something that I'm posting about energetically, and then they're asking me, hey, something's gone wrong in my day-to-day, something shifted and I can't put my finger on it. And when I start working with them, they're like, this awareness of these subtle energies, this should be taught at a really young age. Could you imagine if at a young age as a child, if we knew how we affect one another, and how when we work on ourselves, how we work on each other, even invisibly. And it's just like we can change the world with doing these little things to ourselves and for our communities and our world.
I love that.
I just remember that session with you where the person said something and then was feeling bad, that they were like, oh, I don't want to. And I was like, no, 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 I needed that. And you didn't even know it, but just speak your mind and speak what's happening for you, because I might need that I might need the light shown on that to bring it into my own awareness.
Well, thank you, Anna, for sharing about a little bit about your journey, yourself, your medicine, and and the healing power of the group. What you said was really powerful, and which is why I'm inspired to create this forum for people, this container for people to receive healing from one another, because I've seen it like you have over the 20 plus years is, when you make one shift, everyone else feels it. So we're reflecting and refracting that and holding that template for other people's healing. And I'm really excited for, your Metamorphosis hour, and people will be able to sign up in the link in the description. So I do hope you join us for this powerful 60 minutes where you're going to get to learn simple techniques that you can implement in your daily life to take care of yourself, just like Anna did, where she went from not being able to get out of bed to this beautiful, vibrant, healthy woman who's sharing her gifts with others. That's what happens, right? We want to share the health, which is the true wealth, with other people. And yes, thank you all for coming together to harmonize the nature of oneself. And we look forward to seeing you in the online community clinic. Blessings, everyone.